FIS Decision Support, also known as FIS DS, is the web-based reporting component of Kowali, the UC Davis financial system. FIS DS also contains transaction information from Aggie Buy, the procurement cards, university travel system, Aggie Travel, and department recharge units that feed changes directly into DS. FIS DS can run over 400 reports for all your needs. Data is available in predefined queries that are used to generate reports. FIS DS is not a transaction processing environment. It is where the transactions that have been fully approved appear. Please note that transactions that have been canceled do not appear in FIS DS. Documents that have been canceled or disapproved will not show on the reports. You must be wondering, what is decision support used for? Let us give you some examples of reports. If your department creates requisitions in KFS, you can use this report to assist with future commodity code searches. For example, by running query number 365, the report titled Commodities Purchase Log, you can also use this report to see if there are repetitive commodity purchases that could be better sourced as a purchase agreement. The check lookup report, query number 387, lets you see when a check was issued to a vendor and when the vendor cashed the check. FIS DS hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. All fully approved financial transactions from the previous business day will generally appear in DS by 8 a.m. Keep in mind that transactions approved today won't appear until the next business day in FIS DS. If reports aren't updated, there will be an advisory message in the DS homepage indicating what reports are affected. KFS users are granted FIS DS access automatically. These users are granted default access, which allows viewing of the majority of FIS DS queries and account information, with the exception of hospital, Chart H accounts, and some Dean's Office accounts. If you need access to Chart H accounts, contact the UCD Health Accounting Department and contact your Dean's Office if you need access to Dean's Office accounts. Access to payroll expense reports requires department pre-approval. This ensures that only those staff who have a business need for payroll detail can view it. Access instructions are on our website. Link is provided on the screen. Non-KFS users can be set up with DS-only access, which grants access to only specific accounts and departments. This type of access is generally for employees who don't have a business need to create any financial transactions. A DS-only access manager in the employee's organization can set them up with DS-only access. Principal investigators, or PIs, are granted FIS DS access automatically for purposes of completing the PI ledger review. PIs do not need to be set up as a KFS user. PIs will only be able to view the information on the accounts for which they are assigned as a PI. To log into FIS DS, open a browser window and type in fisds.ucdavis.edu. You will be redirected to CAS. Enter your CAS username and passphrase and click on the login button. You will be taken to the FIS Decision Support homepage. Let's take a look at the different options that we have on this page. When you log in, you should see a greeting message and your name at the top of the screen. Right below it, you will see the fiscal period information identifying the current open fiscal period and the previously closed fiscal period. Data in the open fiscal period is subject to change until the period closes. Please note that the fiscal periods approximate the calendar months, but each fiscal period continues into the following month by a few days. This allows for completion of business activities from the previous month. The query jump allows you to type in the number of a query to go directly to it. Let's take a look at the first three rows displayed here. The My Saved Queries, as the name indicates, saves queries with pre-saved parameters. The My Query list allows users to save queries to a list for easy access. The My Scheduled Queries is a folder that contains queries that you can set up to email reports to you automatically. The user options allows users to change the way queries are listed, for example, alphabetically or by report number, and indicate if they want report results to open in a new browser window. And the Administer DS Only User Access is a folder only seen by users that have the ability to create DS-only users. The Need a Query Start Here option is a folder of the most frequently run queries that can be a great resource for new users. Now observe that the queries are available in folders broken down by functional area. Some reports contain the word KFS. They are specifically designed to retrieve KFS data. The FIS Web Applications link directs the user to online systems managed by Accounting and Financial Services when you click on it. Now that you are familiar with the FIS DS user interface, let's run a query. Each query is assigned to its own unique query number. This is the number that you can enter in the query jump box on the home page to go directly to the query. Clicking on the question mark icon provides more information on what the query is designed for. Now let's click on the transaction listing. Observe that the fields with the red asterisk are required, and the fields with the percentage sign allow the use of wildcards. Here we need to enter search criteria. In this case, we want to search for transactions performed from November through December of the current fiscal year. Click on the magnifying glass icon to perform a search to locate the account you want to use in your report. Here we enter ACCT and hit the Enter key. A list of accounts is displayed on the screen. Select the appropriate one for your report. On the transaction listing options, select the values that you want to include or exclude on the report. Next, select the output format that you would like to view the report in: HTML, rich text format, or spreadsheet. We want to view this report on a browser, so we'll choose HTML and click on the Process Query button. Here is the report generated after the query was processed. Let's take a look at the report output page. At the top of the page, the fiscal period is displayed, followed by the chart, account number, organization, and account manager, to name a few fields. Let's take a look at the report header. From left to right, we have subaccount, object, subobject, project, document type, tracking number, reference, transaction description, posted date, which indicates the date the transaction posted to the ledger, appropriated, which is the money allocated to the account, expended, which is the money spent or debited from the account, and encumbered, which is the money committed but not yet spent. CR means credit. Under document types, some reports display links that provide more details on the transaction. In many cases, when the user clicks on the link, the KFS document that created the transaction opens up. On the query filter page, there are additional options available on the upper right corner. Let's take a look at them. The Obtain Criteria from Prior Query option allows you to see 10 sets of search criteria that you use to run a query, and use them in a current query if desired. The Set Current Criteria as the Default option allows the user to save the search criteria as your default that will appear the next time you run that query. The Add to My Query List allows you to save the query to your My Query List folder on the DS homepage. The last two options allow you to save the query criteria being used and to schedule a query. The Schedule a Query function allows you to have reports emailed to you. You can receive a report daily, select the days of the week, monthly, a specific date you'd like to receive the report, or after the ledger closes. Once your reports are configured, you don't need to log into FIS DS. You will receive them in your inbox. To learn more about the queries available in FIS DS, run the query list by typing 168 into the query jump box and pressing Enter. Run the query without entering any search criteria to generate a list of all reports in FIS DS broken down by functional areas. The reports are listed on a table and grouped by areas. The first column displays the query ID. This is the number you enter on the query box when you want to run a specific report. The query name, which is the name of the report, the query description, and the criteria fields. Observe as we scroll through the various report options available on FIS DS. starting with the accounts payable reports, accounts payable subqueries reports, accounts receivable, annual financial and budget reports, and CAMS reports, among others.